You're making a lot of noise.
You know. Welcome to Two Ordinary Nerds, where two ordinary nerds talk about ordinary things. I'm your host, Daniel Narvaeza, and my co-host...
Whoa. I mean... not the co-host. I'm actually your interviewee. It's like Dateline. Tonight on Dateline, I'm your host, Daniel Narvaeza, and I'm talking to the serial killer, Louis Booth.
How mad were you against Lincoln?
A Lincoln?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like talking about that, just because, you know, it's my ancestor, you know, John Wilkes was a great play act, you know, and then he had to go do stupid things. I mean, some people call him stupid, you know, but...
Depends who you ask. So, how you been so far?
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
Doing good.
What are you...
It's been some time.
Yeah, because I was out of town. Otherwise, we would have done our podcast sooner. Sorry, listeners. What are you drinking on today?
We are having Kansas Territory Brewing Company, and I'm having the Airplane Pale Ale. It's, I think it's from Washington, Kansas. Don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
But so far, so good. I like it, this Pale Ale.
I am drinking the Wind Wagon Indian Pale Ale from the same brewing company that I've never heard of before, but I saw the box and was like, well, it's something new to try.
Yeah.
I like the variety packs in beers because I figured out it's cheaper to buy a lump variety pack of like 12 beers versus buying two individual sixes. They're like $10 a piece. And if you buy an individual pack of beers that you haven't tried, you get an assortment of beer, a lot of beers that you haven't tried, and it's only like $15.
But you're risky and also having crappy beers.
This is true. But look at our. I mean, we've had the nitro beer that was a pile of shit, and then we had raspberry jam that you didn't like.
Yeah, that was not good.
I actually bought a 6-pack of that for the float trip. It was so good.
You liked it?
Oh yeah, dude! As soon as we got in the river, that was the first beer I had. I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
I did not like it.
I like it a lot. They had, they had like the tall grass pack where they had like 8-bit, and they had that. But then I was like, I don't want any of that. I just wanted that.
So, what do you think we're going to talk about this episode?
I think because we've been gone for a while, we have some Thrones to catch up on. Now, I know we don't really talk about, you know, like Walking Dead, we only do like first episode, mid-season finale, mid-season premiere, and then the season finale. Mm-hmm. But Thrones is different, people.
It's only 6 episodes. So technically
7.
So technically we are doing a mid.
It is 7 episodes, but Thrones is different. I mean, we can agree it's like one of our...
We're doing a mid, so we did
technically.
We're doing a mid. We're following the rules.
But we're going to talk about 3, 4, and 5... Or no, episodes 2, 3, and 4 today. Mm-hmm. There's some battles to talk about, some mic drops, some badass assassin footwork.
Yeah, so...
Let's kick this into gear like Brienne kicks Arya.
What?
No, that didn't work.
So come close, bend the knee, and listen to this episode. Where did we left in episode 1? And basically we're going to go mash 2, 3, and 4 all together.
Yeah. This is going to be a buzzed version of that because we're like... What?
Well, 2 and 3 is a lot of talking.
Yeah.
4, there's more action.
Yeah. 2, first off, 2 hit off with like a home run with, you know, Dany interrogating Varys about the...
The
assassination attempt and where his loyalties lie.
And he stood his ground there. He's like, I'll do it fucking again. I'm doing it for the people. I'm not doing it for, you know.
I like Varys a lot. I would hate to see his character die. I really think... I like how he stood his ground. He said, you know what, you have complete loyalty over me, but, you know, I'm loyal to you, but I am not going to completely serve you. And then she's like, that's cool. I'll burn you alive. Which
you betray me,
right? I do see now what people are saying about her maybe slightly becoming... I mean, she's
becoming a dragon. She's becoming the dragon.
I just hope she's not becoming too much.
I think
She's reminding me a lot of Aegon Targaryen, the Conqueror.
it should be something like that. It should be. I think every time she loses a battle, more of the dragon comes out.
Aegon had 2 people riding dragons also. I wonder who's going to ride with her.
Well, Jon Snow for sure. He's gonna ride.
He comes face to face with Drogon this coming episode. I know we're jumping ahead, but still, it's an open conversation. So
I think he's gonna ride Viserion. No, what's?
I think he's gonna ride the green one.
Rhaegar. What is there's
There's
Viserion.
Rhaegar and
I think Jon is gonna ride Rhaegar, and
I don't see. I always thought Tyrion would do it, but I don't see him.
no, he won't.
He
is not gonna be the third of the dragon.
I think it might. I don't know, man. I mean, Tyrion has been always like the whole time. I've always thought that it was gonna be him,
but he's not. He is a Lannister. He is for me 100% a Lannister. I think it could be Jorah, not because he's a Targaryen, just because he did the dragon scale. What's it called? Grayscale? It almost looked like scales, like a dragon, and he cured that, so he is gonna be,
Well, no, but they have to be Targaryen to ride the dragon.
Who says it?
Well, it's just part. I mean, that's just.
But that's what I mean. They could be and then, or he could die.
He has a big part, obviously.
Or the dragon could die. And they could kill it and be like, and then holy shit, they killed the dragon.
Yeah, I think something's going to happen with that because they obviously know. Well, Bronn's not back there, so Cersei has no idea that her archery contraption worked. But I think I don't know. We'll get to that. So
I think so let's go back with Viserys and.
So they were talking.
Varys and who else? Who was what's her name?
Danny.
No. Oh, and Danny,
and then after
then Jon comes in.
No, that's the 3rd episode.
Oh, really? Jon leaves the north.
Jon leaves the north, but the biggest part of the 2nd episode is the battle between Theon and his uncle.
And Yada.
And the Sand Snakes, which I'm totally cool with the Sand Snakes dying. Like, I didn't really care about.
I think it's like they fucked up. They fucked up and don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Because it made no sense, any of it.
I just feel like the Sand Snakes, like, they bested Jaime, so I don't understand how they couldn't fight Euron. Like, I really feel like Jaime is probably a way better fighter, and they bested him and Bronn at the same time when they went to Bravos or whatever.
Well, Jaime was still not used to using his left. And Jaime is no longer a good fighter.
Yeah.
He's good. But you can say because it's a Rocky guy, he was having difficulties.
Yeah.
I just think I think that Jamie's story is one of the stories that interests me as for right now the most.
His story interests me, but I still think I agree because I watched. It's so funny because like Cracked.com does like the kind of thing that we do, like are just like our unscripted opinion on the episodes, and I agree with them. I still think Jon has the most interesting story right now because he is more focused. All these people worry about tit for tat, and he's all like, "I need to go." He doesn't even care about.
I mean, I do understand that. The thing that I like Jaime the most is because Jaime right now he killed his king for burning people alive.
Mm-hmm.
He just lost the battle.
I don't think he's ever lost. Well, he lost in the first season with
Robb.
Yep.
I'm just saying, the second or third.
No, it was the first.
No, it wasn't the first. The first sentence was
No, it was the first season. It was at the end when they called the banners. It was like the.
He lost against Robb when he got captured.
Yeah, and
that's in the second season. The first season, Ned Stark gets his head off.
Episode 8 is 7 is when they call the banners. And then after they call the banners, they have an episode where they go to battle with Jaime and the Lannisters. Like after they show Tywin cutting up that deer, it's like episode 8 before Ned gets his head chopped off because they're in battle, they're in war. and they say, Joffrey's like, if you call their forces off or whatever, or you have a way, I'll save your life. And then, they told Sansa to do that. Cersei told Sansa to tell Robb to stop the battle, or he could to save Ned's life. And then he said no because Dad would want me to continue fighting. And so and then that's when they capture Jaime. And then that goes into season 2, where they have Jaime the whole time until he escapes.
Oh, he doesn't escape. They let him go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that, for me, his action is like, I want to see what he's going to do with Cersei, what he's going to do. It's almost like Tyrion's moment in the last episode when he was watching the battle. You can see that conflict of seeing his people getting butchered.
Oh yeah, Tyrion was just like, what the fuck is going on?
He was very conflicted. Like, he was like...
So Robert, I don't know if you remember in the first season,
said, like, nobody can stop us.
Well, no, he said that you'd be a damn fool if you go to war in an open field with the Dothraki. Because he was a tactician genius, a tactical genius, and he said it would be and Jaime obviously, of course, they didn't have a choice. Then, of course, they go to battle with not only 100,000 Dothraki, but a fucking dragon, the biggest.
Yeah, but I have to say, the Dothraki would have suffered much higher than Dragon hadn't just swooped through.
Oh, yeah. But they still...
It was still a loss. But... it's interesting. It's Littlefinger's slowly starting to be less of these interesting. He's just so quiet, just giving this little smirks. So, like, I miss Littlefinger.
Manipulative Littlefinger.
Yeah,
but I think his point now is he's gotten to where he wanted to get, and he's trying to swoon Sansa, and he wants to marry her, and that's his biggest thing. But I think he's gonna die because I think Arya's gonna kill him.
My hope, I don't think Arya's gonna kill him. I think Sansa is gonna get him, and he's gonna throw him. Like, I think he's gonna fuck up, or Sansa's gonna do something. I think he's gonna try to kill Bran or something like that, and that is Bran's gonna be a motherfucker soul sorcerer. He's gonna be like, fuck you.
Motherfucking sorcerer.
And then Sansa's gonna be like, throw him in jail. And I want to see Sansa swinging the sword.
Oh, like cutting his head off?
Yeah, like who passes the second swings the sword, and then she's gonna be the one, and then Jon's gonna be like, no.
I think Jon
is gonna be the one swinging it, but I think Sansa's gonna be the one who's gonna be like, you're dead.
I do like how we don't have to waste a lot of time with, like, time skips like they had at the beginning of the 4th episode even the 2nd episode, since we're still kind of on that, or the second, where they're all together planning, and then all of a sudden they're leaving, and then Euron fights them. I really like how we're not wasting a lot of time.
No, they're flying through it,
but in a good way. It's not like a tacky. A lot of people are complaining about, like, oh, he's, you're going too fast. Where I'm like, yeah, but all that other bullshit is filler. Like, all we care about is the actual story, so why not get on with it? It's going to end anyways. Don't even tell me you disagree with that, because you're like the king of, I need this show to end. You're like, one season, fucking done.
No,
it's going on too long.
I do realize that they're going out of JR. They don't have JR's story in the background, so I don't think it's going to be so detailed and so intricate because they don't have it.
Well, I think they do have it, because I'm pretty sure he knows.
It looks like he gave them pointers.
Well,
it doesn't seem like it's a book. It seems like, well, Arya's going to go back, and, Sansa and Littlefinger are going to be scheming in Winterfell, and this is going to happen.
You know what I think? This is just my Game of Thrones theory, but it's like reality theory. I think he's done with the books. I just don't think he's waiting until the show's over with to release him. At least Winds of Winter. I think he's definitely done with Winds of Winter, but he's just waiting.
I don't know. I just think it's... I wouldn't mind a couple more episodes.
I wouldn't mind a couple more episodes. Like, the whole 7, it sucks. Especially if we have to wait until 2019 for the new season after this one, but...
Yeah, it's 19, not 18.
Yeah, they said it's probably going to be 2019.
2 years.
Just like we're not getting Westworld this year. We're getting Westworld next year, so year and a half.
What are we gonna do? I did not know that.
Hopefully, we don't die. Every time I think of that, I'm like, God damn it! I hope I don't get cancer. Because
what do you think about the Queen of Thorns?
That's what I was gonna say when I said mic drop. I mean, she just was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I like how she did that. She planned it where she's like, how bad is this death gonna be? Oh, okay, thanks, Jamie, you're nice." And then she's also like, "You're a pussy. I fucking killed your son. Dead."
I got that he wasn't as mad that she killed Joffrey as that destroyed his family.
No, I think it was a punch in the dick because he was like, I just saved this woman's life, and in return, she fucking butchered.
But do you think it bothered him that Joffrey? Yeah, I know I say that, but do you think what bothered him most? That Joffrey died or that he lost Tyrion because of it?
I think he was just more pissed off in the moment that she betrayed him after him going through all that trouble and telling Cersei not to fucking butcher her. And instead he was like, man, we should have fucking butchered you because Jaime's a different person now.
Jaime would not butcher her. He wouldn't even butcher her.
Old Jaime wouldn't give a shit.
No, old Jaime would not butcher her either.
He pushed a kid out of a fucking window.
For Cersei. Not for a dead.
But if it was different, Cersei told him to do that, he would have done it. He didn't care back then until he lost his hand. He was a different.
I don't know.
And then Brienne changed him.
I don't think he would because he was always had that sense of honor with him. He pushed him because if he didn't push him, that kid didn't die. But if he wouldn't push Brienne for no reason. Not because Cersei's like, go push that kid. He would not gonna push them. But
what do you think?
But my thing is, yes, but I don't know. It could be both. But I think he was more butthurt that he lost.
I think he's just more butthurt because he keeps getting his dick chopped off by people telling him because he's used to being the alpha and now he's not alpha anymore. Cersei's in charge. She's telling him what to do.
He was never the alpha.
Yeah, he's not an alpha, but like in the sense like he has that mentality of, I don't care. Just like when he was talking to, anytime he talked to Ned, he's like, oh, I'm better than you. Anybody?
He wasn't butthurt about Ned not. He was like, he didn't care. No, he was butthurt that Ned was like, you fucking backstabber. And he was like, what did it for the good of the people? He didn't care. He wanted to try. No, he cared. He always cared. And I think he cared more about like Ned because of honor, because what he did was honorable. Mm-hmm. But he was like, oh yeah, fuck you, sort of thing. But I think he's gonna come back after this thing, and Cersei's gonna rip him a new one. He's coming back with no food.
Oh the food for
the Lannister army is or defeated, or they're gonna go with.
I think they're mostly defeated because
But you see, the next episode they say, or you bend the knee. Mm-hmm. Or you die.
Those are the ones that lived, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna go back and say, well, now he has the rest of the Lannister army
because Casterly Rock is done.
Casterly Rock is done.
Yeah,
they don't get the snap snakes. And then he's gonna go there and tell them like, oh, by the way, somebody's gonna tell them, oh, by the way, Jon Snow is with.
Yeah.
So basically, they have Jon Snow. And fucking
the Unsullied,
Danny, the Unsullied,
Dothraki,
and Jaime's gonna be like, we're fucking doomed.
Yeah, I don't think so because they also now Cersei's gonna have the Iron Bank,
so
they're gonna have their army with her. The Iron Bank.
The Iron Bank.
They have like an Iron Legion or something like that.
They're gonna get a mercenary group.
Yeah,
but
that would be so funny, dude, if it was the Second Sons because the Second Sons are with Danny.
I think so. Then if I think there's another one. It's another. They mention it.
I still think the Second Sons come back next season. I don't think that we're done with their story.
I think so. I think she's gonna be like, we have this, and he's like, we just can't. So they're not a mercenary group as big of an army as a mercenary group cannot beat the fucking Dothraki.
Yeah.
The fucking North. plus the dragons. But I think they're gonna be like, look, we could have White Walker.
I really
Use those mercenaries and let's go and fight it. And then I don't give two shits what you guys do.
I'm interested about the whole the conversation piece in the next episode because obviously Bronn and Jaime are alive and they're going to be coming up there, and I want to know how that conversation is going to be between Tyrion and Jaime, because Jaime let Tyrion out, and now Jaime knows that he didn't fucking kill, although he knows he killed Tywin, but he knows he didn't kill Joffrey. But I also want to know how that's going to go between Bronn and Tyrion.
They're not going to see each other. He's gone. Tyrion's going to go back to...
No, Tyrion's going to see them. I'm fairly certain Tyrion's still going to stay there and talk to Jaime with Dany. He's the hand of the king. He's not leaving without her.
She's going to get... What do you think? She's going to just chill? They're gonna go or to Castle Rock to get Grey Worm, or they're gonna go back to Dragonstone where John is and be like, you motherfucker.
We do see in the episode, that preview, that she is gonna go back to Dragonstone because Jon comes face to face with Drogon. But the cool thing in that preview is he just stands there like, fuck you.
I doubt it. I think they're gonna be like, I think it's gonna be something different. My superstition says that he's gonna go there and he's gonna pet him. And everybody's like, how the fuck is he petting him? And then it's gonna be somebody's gonna show up as like, oh, Bran is gonna basically be like, oh, it's because you're a Targaryen. And then it's gonna be like, what?
Well, no, they say in the preview it shows, he said, John's like, I received a raven from Bran saying that the White Walkers are going through East March. So then I think at the end of this episode is when he's gonna head up to the north to go.
He's gonna take.
But Beric and the Hound are already there. I think he's gonna.
But I mean, he's gonna.
Davos isn't going.
You don't think so?
No, he's going with Tormund. Tormund's going to go with him. Because you see that in the preview, like the big one they came out with.
But there's more. I think there was more.
There's 6.
So yeah, so Jon.
I know one of them, but I can't tell you because.
I got a feeling. I think
so,
it's Arya.
the people we think that are going to go to the White Walkers.
We know 5 of them. The 6th one is we don't know 100% sure. So we got Jon,
Tormund,
Tommen,
Beric, the Hound, and then Beric's whatever his magic guy.
Yeah,
and then there's one more person I think that was in that circle.
There's one more, but nowhere. No. I think I would like it to be Arya, but I know it's not going to be Arya. Arya will dress it again.
I think Arya's staying in the north now to keep. I think she's.
But wouldn't it be cool? Like if Arya goes there and be like, "Oh shit, I need to get bigger," and just goes like, "Whoonk," and then just.
I think she has a bigger. I didn't think about that being a faceless man. And
just going like being like, "Fuck this," and just do because anybody's gonna be like, Derek is gonna do the little fire sword.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But and then that would be cool.
I think the Hound becomes the Lightbringer or whatever. I think he's the one who gets that power. I think Beric dies.
Yeah, he uses the flaming sword.
I think Beric dies, and then he gets the sword, and then because I feel like this whole season, part of it is redemption on the Hound and becoming a better person. Not only with last season, but this one also. And I think Beric dies, and he becomes a servant of the Lord of Light.
I can believe that, but I know it's not going to happen, but I thought it would be pretty cool. If anybody was like, like the Power Rangers and they're like, shoot, one was fire, and Arya just goes like, puts the mess, and then...
Or like that, no, it's like...
And puts the mess, and just grows.
Yeah.
Shoot like a full-size, big motherfucker, like...
But she's going to come across White Walkers eventually because she has a Valyrian steel knife. And there's a reason why... Bran gave her that for a reason.
Yeah,
But he can fucking see the future.
He can't. That's the thing. Can he?
I think he can, or a little bit. So. Maybe it's just he can walk into the past and change the past.
We never seen him go to the future.
Yeah,
and I think he cannot know what's going to the future because why would he need the crows to see the White Walkers going to Eastwatch? He could be like, they're going to Eastwatch. After the Eastwatch, they're going to go there. So let's put like. Danny, put it here, dragon. Put you here, dragon. Put you here, dragon. Wait, go.
I really like how he's changed.
Yeah,
how he's not. He actually is the three-eyed raven, where he's not like this.
Well, they said that he died, didn't they?
Yeah,
that he died.
I don't think. It kind of did, but I think Bran is still there. I just think he's just like he has so much power now that he's in like his job is I don't know.
I think, but he learned just a little.
Part
more,
of his soul probably died.
So at least he got a little more tact with Arya instead of like with Sansa, like, oh, you got raped.
Yeah.
You look so beautiful. By the way, from all the shit that you can mention to make it. No, let's mention that night.
Oh yeah. So that happened in episode 3. Yeah. We didn't even talk about Dany and Jon meeting. I really like that.
That was I love the part that Dany was like, oh, I'm queen of this and blah 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 blah, and like all this, and then it was like,
this is Jon Snow,
and then Jon was like, looks at him, oh, King of the North.
Yeah.
But then when he said like, and then it's like, oh, he died for his, he fought for his people, blah blah blah. The thing that I don't understand is why does Dany want him to bend the knee?
Because she's power thirsty. Like she wants to make sure everyone, if they're on, she needs to know. I think she's just been betrayed so much that she
won't conquer him. So if Johnson's like, no, they voted for me. If they vote for you, they'll go for you.
Yeah.
I wonder what she would do. Be like, well.
Yeah, and it's not like he's trying to fucking have war with her.
He's just like, two shits. You can keep that.
Yeah, you can keep down there. It's like you don't want to be up here anyways.
Yeah.
It's fucking cold. Everyone hates it here. We're all miserable. It's like what most of the people in the United States think about Kansas. They're like, Kansas is the North. They're like, nah, we don't want it. Like people think of like North. They know like Minnesota and North Dakota shit. Like, oh, they got a lot of snow and stuff, but they're like, nope, Kansas is the wall. We don't. There's nothing there.
We just fight over
it. They had the Civil War and corn.
Yeah.
I think. Also, I'm really happy that we finally got to see everyone back home. Basically, Arya and Bran came back home, but I really like that fight scene between Arya and Brienne was just so fucking awesome.
Yeah, it took Brienne like too little ha to get fucking serious, and then it took Arya like a good. She kicked her pretty good to be like, oh.
But I like how Brienne was like after they got done fighting, like Brienne was actually really excited about it too. Like you could tell she's kind of tired of fighting with Podrick.
Yeah.
Like I actually have someone to fight with because she hasn't really been training.
Yeah. Although, do you think Arya got that good in that time that she was there?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like she was that long.
She killed that girl in the darkness. She trained when she was blind. So she think about what she can do with seeing.
But I killed it back in the darkness because she was blind, and she wasn't, and then the other one wasn't.
She killed the Terminator, man.
But this Brienne has been training since.
She's been training like a knight.
So
that's brute strength and tactics, not.
You saw what? Yeah, I mean, you saw that.
We saw that trained
when in the pits.
Mm-hmm.
There was a river dance versus, and the guy's like, oh, I'd go with the small guy any day, and the river dance guy died. Jorah kills him.
Yeah.
Or the Dothraki kills him. I don't remember who it is, but somebody killed it. I think if they got it correctly, Brienne should be a little bit better because she's been training more longer, and it's not like she trained non-stop. Brienne was like constant, like. Always trying to improve because she's always fighting stronger people because...
Well, she's just always trying to be a better person.
But she is technically light. She's technically light because she beat the Hound and the Hound is better.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the Hound, do you think you're going to see the bull?
I want to see the Clegane Bull this year. Wop, wop, wop.
You think he's all the way up? There's not enough episodes for him to go all the way up and then all the way down.
I think that they're going... I think episode 5 or 6, they're going to go up north. It's going to be them up north capturing maybe a White Walker or one of the undead. And then episode 6 is them, or 7 is bringing them down to King's Landing, and everyone's together and showing them like, okay, this is a real threat. Like we all are fighting over nothing, and then this.
I don't think it's going to happen that way. My thing is this. I think they're going to end up with. Right after the battle.
No, see, I don't see them doing that because you have all of season 7. I mean, they got to lead up to that because it's going to be.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Next episode, Jon is gonna leave.
He's definitely gonna
leave and go to Winterfell.
Yeah,
he has to get Tonin.
Yeah, no, Tormund is already at Eastwatch. Tormund and the Wildlings went to Eastwatch.
Well, he has to drop a Onion Knight.
Yeah.
there. So he has to go to Winterfell.
Or the Any Night stays in Dragonstone.
Well, this is my thing. I think that's going to be the first episode. And then episode 6, we're in 4. So episode 5, it's him going there, and it's gonna end of him going up north.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 6 is gonna be fucking epic. And I feel
Because episode 6 is going to take place of episode 9. If you think about that.
my answer is this, and then they're gonna do a big battle. They're gonna be like losing or whatever, and then Khaleesi's gonna come with her dragons and be like, save the day. And then when the dragons are there, I think the Night King's gonna go like, whoom, and then a humongous one bigger than the all 3 of them. Yes, dead dragon of ice dragon just pops out, and Khaleesi and the rest are gonna bail the fuck out.
I think.
And then it's gonna be the end. It's like him gonna be like, and then all of them leaving, and then maybe a couple ones staying in the back. You know, Slinger Gang or whoever stays there to more or less stop.
Or the end, or the last episode is them destroying the wall.
I want to see a nice dragon. I've said this from the get-go. There's gonna be a nice dragon.
But is that in the folklore? Is there a folklore of a nice dragon?
I think so.
I've seen paintings of like the Night King riding a one, but like I don't know if that's I just don't want you to get your hopes up. That's like not a thing.
My thing is, I think it's gonna be a night dragon, and I think it's gonna be a big motherfucker. I think it's gonna be bigger than so it's gonna be one big guy versus 3 dragons, and I think it's gonna be maybe a Khaleesian one, Jon riding another one, but I'm torn because what the fuck is Snow? And Snow riding another one. Yeah, it's like a mix.
And where the fuck is Ghost?
Yeah, Ghost, sorry.
The whole season, I'm like, where the fuck is Ghost?
The budget was gone.
Yeah. They always say, like, because they have to spend so much on the dragons. I mean, think about how much that last episode probably cost. That was...
We saw... They did like 80 takes? Or
yeah.
80 different positions for the dragon?
And they usually do 4. That was... Definitely, I mean, that one was probably, that battle was, if it was as long as Battle of the Bastards, it would have been as good. I think it was as good.
Not as good as Battle of the Bastards.
I think it was interesting because you see a different perspective. Like, the other one was...
You see the losing side, the Jaime side.
Well, no, Jon was losing also.
No, but here it's... Oh, yes, but you see the actual losing.
Yeah. I still like how they do the horror side of it. Like, it's not just like, oh, this is a battle. Like, they actually show, like, Jaime's like, what the fuck is going on?
I think that's Jaime's fear.
No, that's the best part of, like, the end of the episode. Is when he's charging to stab Khaleesi, and then Drogon goes over and you see the glow in his throat of the fire, and then he's just like, you see in his face, I think it's like the first time in a while he's been scared, other than when he got his arm chopped off. And he's just like, oh shit, because he knew he was going to die in that instant. And then Bronn comes over.
I wish Bronn win. I think it would have been a good way to, yes. And Jaime and that.
I don't think Jaime dies, dude.
I think it'd be a good way. If you're going to die, game it.
I think Euron's definitely going to die. He's a dick.
Something that I noticed that's pretty cool is Bronn.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time we see him lose a battle.
Yeah,
because I think he's used to fighting knights.
Well, and he always throws his knife out, and the Dothraki kicks it, and then he goes and chops the leg off.
But it's because he's used to fighting dirty. Mm-hmm. He used to fight dirty.
And the Dothraki fight dirty.
And the Dothraki was like, oh fuck no, and then he was like. And then it was like, whoop!
There's no
and then Bronn was like, oh, fuck.
Well, there's no honor with the Dothraki, so then, like, yeah, he met his match.
So, yeah,
Bronn did win. I mean, inevitably, he shot that dude with a 10-foot fucking bolt, which was sick. But...
That scene was pretty awesome, like, and then the horse cut off. It's kind of, they can kill thousands of people. No.
I have to
tell you. They killed the horse, and I was like, what?
I have to tell you, with Bronn being, like, probably, other than Jon, Bronn's my favorite character. And with that, when he pointed that gun at Khaleesi, it was like, my heart died. Because I was like, I love Bronn to death, but I am totally on Khaleesi and Jon's side. And I'm like, don't fucking...
He didn't take the money either. I was kind of...
Well, he lost the money.
Well, it was like, oh, I get the money. If I get the money, I run away.
I don't think he didn't have a choice. He saw it, but he knew the Dothraki guy was coming towards him, so he had to run. And plus now, I mean, they're both. I think Bronn bends the knee because I think we see in that episode where Jaime's like, "Oh, we always pay our debts," and Bronn's like, "You promised me a castle. Like, what are you doing here, man?" And then he's like, "Nah." He's like, "You can get a castle when we win the war," and he's like, "If we win the war, you guys promised me this. I'm a sellsword, not a fucking puppet." I think he's gonna join, or he's gonna get fucked up and get killed because he shot Drogon, and I don't think Khaleesi's gonna be happy with that.
I want to know what Khaleesi thinks of Sam, because Jorah's coming back. He's gonna show up in a badass way, and he's gonna be like, "Oh."
I wonder if he's gonna be up there in the north with Jon.
Could be, because he's showing up. He is showing up, and I'm pretty sure. And Jon knows who his dad is, and Longclaw is technically.
Well, he's not going to give Longclaw to him because it's Jon's sword. It's not.
He could be like, "Oh, here you go," on Jon. I'll be like, "No, you keep it."
Oh no, Jon's not doing it. He's too bold.
No.
Jon is way too. He does not care.
He will. He would. Jon would be like, "Here's the sword."
I don't think so.
I think so.
Because he was disowned.
It doesn't matter.
Him and Mormont talked about it.
But it doesn't matter. But now he's no longer disowned. He is back in full business. I can see Jon be... I say he is not taking the sword. But I'm saying I can see Jon be like... Taking his sword like, oh,
I don't think
so. Him, and Jon's like, no. I'm Jon gonna be like, no.
But Longclaw isn't the same Longclaw anymore. It has his dire wolf on it, so...
What would he do? I can tell you he will do it.
I don't think that.
If they meet, I don't know. I was like, if there's a conversation about Longclaw between Jorah and him, I guarantee you Jon is going to offer him back, and Jorah is going to say no. But I can guarantee it. If there's no conversation about Longclaw, okay, he's not going to be like, oh, here you go. But if there is...
So what about Gendry?
Who?
Gendry. Robert's bastard that is still alive. He's oh yeah.
I thought he was just...
No, Davos let him go.
Well,
he's still a big... I mean, he's literally the heir to the throne. Like, now he has more claim to that throne than anybody there.
I don't know. He has to have some strong-ass torso, because he's been rowing on motherfuckers.
I know. Row.
That would be funny. They kick Theon out of the boat, and there he comes. Like,
I still think...
He survives with seagulls.
I don't think Jaime dies the show. I think...
He will survive?
I think Jaime survives the end. I think Bronn will die. Although I hate to say it, but I think he dies. I think Jon dies. I hope Theon dies, because I just fucking hate him.
I think Theon will...
I feel sorry for him, and I'm glad he saved Sansa, but he's just...
I think he's gonna...
Or he has a redemption moment.
Redemption and death.
Yeah.
But redemption.
I think
he's gonna redeem himself and die.
I definitely think with what we've seen, I think Grey Worm dies this season. Because they have that love scene. I'm like, yep, you're dead. Anything happy happens between anybody, you're dead. Just like Jon and Ingrid, dead.
Arya and Sansa had a good moment.
Well, that's sister. That's not love.
Yeah. And do you think Tormund and Brienne?
No, that's never going to happen. I think they just put that in there because people enjoy it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I don't know. He might,
Oh, I think Brienne and Jaime. Because they actually...
I think Jaime's gonna die. I think the only one that's gonna be left is Tyrion.
Out of the whole cast?
No, the
The
brothers.
Lannisters, though.
Tyrion, and he's just gonna let it die. Let the Lannister family die.
Mm-hmm.
And the Razor Castamere is gonna be their family. Yeah. That's what I think. I think it's gonna be like... I thought it was going to be kind of funny when Tyrion and Jon were talking. Like, oh, I'd never touch your sister.
Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Oh, why did you know that?
I like how, Khaleesi was getting pissed off. She's like, I thought you trusted this man. I do.
It is, I think... I don't think Tyrion is a good
strategist,
but I think he's a good
political advisor, but
not a
strategist.
not a military strategist.
He had a good strategy, but he didn't think of other alternatives. He's just one track, like, oh, I have this plan, Castle Rock makes sense, but he didn't think about Jaime's side, where like, oh, Jaime would have thought of that.
I think that he will be good as a hand of a king when she's queen.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, I don't think Tyrion should be.
I think he changes after this last episode, because I don't think he's gonna. He's gonna be the same still, like, but he just watched the Lannister army just get decimated, which I thought was so awesome, because like this whole time we've been watching Khaleesi win or lose, and then all of a sudden she was just like, no, fuck this.
So before we let go, do you have any questions for me?
I do have one. Do you have one
I got one.
for this episode, or do you want?
For this episode. So my question for you is: do you think Jack and the Faceless Man
Jack and Nagar
is gonna show up?
God, that would be so cool if he did, but I don't see any point because she's the faceless one now.
No, she's Arya Stark.
I love that though. Like, so,
Who trained you? No one.
Yep. I was like, yes.
I think he's gonna show up.
I don't think Jaqen's gonna show up, and if he does, I mean, he might.
I think he's gonna show up.
I think Arya's gonna go rogue. I think she's gonna stay there until Jon gets back, and then she's just gonna go rogue.
I think she's gonna always be rogue, but I think she's gonna be the one that comes in and out, sort of thing. But I think he's gonna show up and be like, if you're not a faceless man, don't use our tactics.
I just hope we get like an actual, like we saw her fight this episode. I hope that's foreshadowing where we actually get to see a real one-on-one fight like that with, that's to the death, because that was cool, but I really want to see something that's, all we've seen her do is the faceless stuff. We haven't actually seen her fight other than that time.
Yeah, and I want to see her see the Faceless Man one more time, and I definitely want her to see the Hound one more time.
She's going to see the Hound because the Hound and all of them are going to Winterfell before they go to Eastwatch. I think. That's my guess.
I think that's going to be an interesting,
Well, you know what's cool? No one's thought of?
What?
Beric and Jon meeting each other, because Jon has risen. The Lord of Light brought him back, just like Beric. So they're basically in the same boat. So then I think that his Red Priest is going to be like, hey, that's what's crazy about you. Like, Beric and them don't know about it, but I think the Red Priest is going to call it out and say, oh.
The Red Priest is gone.
No, I'm talking about his...
Oh, he's going to notice it?
Well, yeah, because he's part of the Lord of Light. I like him more. I like Melisandre. She's cool, but I think that guy's way cooler. He's just like
He's funnier.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I wonder what's going to happen with her, too, but that's another conversation.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to us.
It's a longer episode, but it was worth it.
Follow us and
Two Ordinary Nerds on YouTube. Our YouTube page is getting better.
YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, basically.
Yep.
And if you want to ask us a question, send us an email to twoordinarynerds@gmail.com.
Or put it on our YouTube page.
Or our Facebook page.
Yep.
Or send us a Twitter.
Yep.
Tweet.
Shout out to, I will say, I mentioned a while ago, we were on our episode about comic books, when we were talking about, what stories do we want to become TV shows. I talked about We're Alive, and I tagged them in one of our posts, and they liked our page, or liked our post, or whatever. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's pretty awesome.
And then we have, we should tweet more, because we tweet comic book artists, because they're pretty open to talking too. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Cheers.